Hello everyone, and welcome to another session of Dark Souls PvP. I am here with another episode of Battle of the Uploaders Xbox Edition, and this time it is starring Rosie. Now, if by some strange chance you have found this video and have never heard of Rosie, never seen any of Rosie's videos, go check out her channel. I'll put a link in the description, you guys can go check it out. If you haven't, yeah, definitely go do it. She's got awesome trolling videos, lots of good stuff on that channel. Definitely entertaining. Now, that being said, those of you who are familiar, you guys just saw that. She can bow. She can, in fact, bow. Now, that means one of two things. One, this is not the real Rosie, which I know for a fact that it is. Or two, that this is a sign of the apocalypse that she can bow, and has bowed multiple times already in this video. That this is a sign of the apocalypse, and 2012 is real. Yeah. I mean, for those of you who are familiar, you understand she doesn't bow. I had to make a joke about it. And, you know, it had to be done. It had to be done, and I had figured I'd do it before it showed up in the comments section. Yeah. So, like most Battle of the Uploaders, you know, you've got different time zones and such. It takes a little while to, you know, get together with the person and fight. But we finally were in the Dark Souls wiki chat one day and decided that we wanted to, you know, get this done. We both had a free hour or so, and this is what came out. So, that being said, let's get into builds. Actually, before that, if you haven't ever been to the Dark Souls wiki chat, go ahead, stop by sometime. It's definitely a good place to, you know, meet people who are playing the game, get some good matches set up, like, you know, this one, or this series of them right here, and, you know, come hang out, help other people. It's a good place to be. You know, get involved in the Dark Souls community. Now, that being said, builds. She is on an intelligence and pyromancy build, and this thing is dangerous. I would know because I've got one. I used it in my To Make an Ideal Mage video because I believe that, you know, pyromancy balances intelligence, spells, whatever, very well. Because pyromancy is a lot of area of effect spell, or a lot of effect spells, castings, whatever, and sorceries are really not that much for, you know, area of effect. There's really not anything for an area of effect with them, other than the slight area around a soul spear that it can cause damage. But that's besides the point. She is using Moonlight Butterfly Horn, which is a really good weapon. It's something you don't see very often on mage builds because everyone's too busy using the Moonlight Greatsword. The Moonlight Butterfly Horn, like the Moonlight Greatsword, does only magic damage. It's got, I believe it's got about the same reach as a pike. So if you're not putting a buff on a weapon, which it seems like every mage now does, and if they don't, they use the Moonlight Greatsword. If you're not putting a buff on a weapon, try out this spear because it's really kind of awesome. And you know, I have a thing for uncommonly used weapons. So, speaking of uncommonly used weapons, I am using the Silver Knight Straight Sword. And of the straight swords, you know, it's not the most common. It's up there, but it's not the most popular. The most popular, obviously, is the Balder Side Sword, because, you know, it's got that R2 you can use the poking attacks with. It's good with the Leo ring, and yeah. It's probably definitely the most popular straight sword in the game, followed by the Sunlight Straight Sword, and then probably this one. honestly, this build wasn't even meant to be using a sword. I originally intended for it to be sort of a little tribute to an earlier build I had done. My very first non-try-hard build. First build I used build calculator to figure out what I wanted with it. My first real PvP build. I made this build right here, modeled after it. And I ended up, you know, deciding I wanted to go a different route with it, so I picked up the Silver Knight Straight Sword. And I am definitely not disappointed by it at all. It's definitely a good weapon. I love its strong attacks. They're really strong. I mean, there's really no other way I can say that. They've got a good stun locking ability. They're good. I mean, that's all I can really say. And right there, there's a little bit of lag on the end of that, but you know, no big deal. I mean, whatever. And the reason she was pointing down, it's not because I did bad or anything, and right there, it's not because I'm doing bad or anything, it's because she's got to keep her image up. She can't keep bowing to me all the time. It's bad for her image. Jokes. But this is right where it gets really intense. I mean, you guys saw that. Magic flying everywhere, stone giants flying through the air, attacks missing left and right, both of ours. Just neither of us hitting each other, dodging everything. And this is what I love about fighting another uploader. And right there I walk in the lava, being the idiot that I am. But this is what I love about fighting another uploader, because it's always a good challenge. Now, right here, a little red happy lizard came into the area, and that let her get off her second cast of Pursuers. And right there, she was going for that combo with Pursuers into the Great Chaos Fireball, while I was pinned against the wall. Now, that's exactly what I mean, because it does not give you a lot of options. That's a really dangerous combination. And right there, she got me with the jumping attack for the kill, which is definitely something I enjoy doing. I love getting jumping attacks for the kill, so, you know, this was definitely a very enjoyable set of matches. I really love this. And I like right there how she actually didn't send all 5 of the Pursuers after me at once. The way she ran around, it made them come at me a little at a time. And that definitely makes the spell a lot less dangerous, but more likely, if the person knows how to dodge them, more likely they'll get hit by at least one. And right there, I decided to punish her with the backstab, followed by throwing a poison throwing knife at her instead of, you know, a fire bomb, or getting up behind her for a kick to set up another attack, or using one of my pyromancies, which I really didn't use very often in this. I should have probably used them a bit more, which I end up starting to do towards the end here. So right there, I thought she had less health than she actually did, so I was thinking that might actually kill her if I threw that, but I was wrong. She's got more health than I initially thought, and this is what I was going for, right there. Poison death. A poison death. Just because I can. Yeah, you know. Gotta have some fun with it somehow. Now, right here, that was kind of crazy on my part, in my opinion at least. Running straight in when she casted Pursuers, and then rolling against her, which made the Pursuers go straight down, pretty much. That's something kind of crazy. Now, I don't know why I was trying to dodge or roll in front of her against the tree like that. I don't even know. But, anyway, this is the last fight. I'll let you guys see how it ends. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Make sure you go check out Rosie's channel. And I'll see you all next time. Or, you'll see me. You know what I mean.